to first MotoMania, episode 1. Hopefully everybody's day is great. Let's do a little introducing. Ladies first.
Yeah. I'm Miss Born Rider, Reno motoblog, from Reno in the state of Nevada. Hi.
Llama.
I'm Informal Llama. I'm motovlogger from the swamp. Oh, I need to mute you because Battleborn's messing me up now. Because like, I'm trying to talk here.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. And I'm Blue Memphis. I'm in Virginia, and we are doing MotoMania. That's gonna be questions and answers. We are trying to do it every week. So everybody's welcome to send all the questions on the side chat or in Twitter whenever you're ready. I have a couple of my own that is not, to start it off, because then we don't need to wait for the questions and answers. So first question, and who wants to answer first goes first. How did you start riding, and with what bike?
You go, Informal.
Like on the street or in the dirt? Like riding in general?
It doesn't matter, like basically riding, like how did you find yourself into motorcycles?
Oh, well, I started riding whenever I was like 7 on like a CR50. And like kind of gave it up like whenever I turned like 13, but I got back into it at 21, and I've been riding for 3 years since on a KLX 250S.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'm fairly new at riding. It'll be 1 year as of next month. I started riding, what year is it now? 2016, 15. Started in October of 2014. I took their MSF riding course, and that was the first time I actually rode a bike. The reason why I started riding is because Mario Reno Redline started riding, and he had fun with it, and I decided to give it a go. And, I always wanted to ride, but I just finally made the decision to say, fuck it, let's do it. And I was addicted ever since.
Like I see, we have fourth member in the panel right now. Hey, Backroad.
Oh, fuck off!
You started really nice for us, so it's a first episode and already we are on the limit of the fucks. So.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I didn't know you hired the FCC to look over you.
No, it's fine. We are just trying to keep it PG-13.
Oh, okay. So yeah, FCC stuff.
Hey, you get one. You get one.
Holy poop and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so your turn now. The question was, how did you start riding, and with what bike?
Oh, I'll try to answer that.
Oh.
Yeah, you Backroad.
Backroad.
I got tired of dad life, and after the youngest one was old enough to kind of maybe play by herself in a room, I bought a motorcycle, and I thought to myself, I asked everybody around me, I was like, man, what should I do? What should I do? And they're like, just don't be the idiot on a 1500 the first day you get it. So I was like, okay, if that's the psyche, if that's the right way to do it, I went out and got the smallest bike I could really buy and to ride on the street to learn, and I told myself I'll do it a year, and then I can graduate and do it that way. So I started a few months early on a bigger bike so I can get it all registered and stuff, but that's pretty much it.
I am a fan of your Rebel, sir.
Thank you, Geraldo. It's a funny little bike. They're fun bikes, man. They're fun bikes if you're like in a small area. They're fun bikes. But if you like live in a metropolitan area or anything like that, where you have to go like long distances, like more than 20 miles an hour, over 20 miles, sorry, over 60 miles an hour, it's the fucking worst thing you could possibly do to yourself in your life, I would think.
Yeah, I had the same problem on like my KLX 250, like 65 miles an hour, and it's just like screaming.
Right? You could probably like, even though it's got those weird cone mufflers on it, you could probably like the car is like 2 lanes over, could probably hear it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So what about you, Blue? Answer your own question.
so basically my first ever, meeting with motorcycles was when my bigger brother came with. There was like on like because I'm from a ex-Soviet Russia, and we had like the motocross bike called Z, and like he came to us, and then I saw first time ever like a motorcycle. But my first like riding experience was when I think when I was 15, and then I that's a good story because then I like that's when the mobile phones are starting coming up, and I had two of them, and then I'm like like I was on the countryside in the summertime, and one guy is like, do you want to trade your one of the mobile phones for a motorcycle? I'm like, hell yeah.
What?
I wish it was that simple.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, but the mobile phones in that time was expensive as hell. And
Really?
yeah,
Holy
and
shit, man.
and the thing is, and it was a motorcycle with a sidecar. So,
Even better.
but the thing is, like I didn't have any experience riding it, like on riding on any motorcycle or whatever, like even not even scooters or mini bikes or whatever, just a bicycle. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I have my first, like motorcycle. Of course, like right away I'm like,
Was
go
it a
on, go.
Ural?
Huh?
I'm
Was
sorry.
it a
That's
Ural?
Sorry?
Was it a Ural motorcycle?
Yeah, it's Russian motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm looking at one with a sidecar, and I kind of want one now. I'll trade
It-
you my cell phone for it.
I gotta tell you, that's pretty
It's-
gangster, man. Just saying, hey, man, I got a phone, you got a bike. Yeah, okay. It's like, you can have it.
Yeah, it's called
Crazies.
it's called EZ, and I think it was 450 or something like that.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, and like for that
That's
moment,
like the
like for
opposite. Dude, that's
for
the total opposite of me. I traded a Camaro for a 250. That's fucking total. Good thought. Trade a cell phone for a 450. Jesus Christ.
I'll take that deal every day of the week, sir.
so yeah, like but the thing is, like with a sidecar, like when you start riding it, it's pulling on the right on the sidecar side. So I didn't expect that, and of course, like I was next to the road and a ditch, and I put the bike on the ditch right away. So
Like from everything I hear about riding with a sidecar, it's really hard to do.
it's different. It's completely different, and of course, like it shut down. I tried to restart it. Of course, there's no like electronic like starter or something, so you need to like hit it, and there was no spark. And my I don't know, like I didn't have any freaking idea of motorcycles, so it's started somehow, and I'm like seeing like there's like some kind of spark coming underneath, and of course I put my hand there. I got crazy electrocuted, like I'm like, oh my god. So okay, I got the bike out of the ditch, like rode a little bit, and then of course my father found out, and he's like, no, you gotta give it back. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
So that was it, like, and then when I got
You get
like
the phone
20,
back?
huh?
You get the phone back?
Yeah, I got my phone back.
Wow. In America, in fucking the States, that's a hard thing to do.
No,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
There's this thing that started off in the 1800s called Indian giving, and dude, like once a deal's done, usually in the States, everybody's like, it's done, deal's done, fuck you, fuck off, fuck off.
Yeah, there's no getting back once you made it. Once you shook
No.
that hand, it's over.
Nope, yep, exactly, done.
So yeah, and then like my next like next time when I'm like into motorcycle was when I was 21, I think, or 20, around there. And my friend asked me to come like like to ride motocross bikes with him, and I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, do you know how? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Of course I didn't, like so. Went with him there. Rode like couple laps with the motocross bike. I was completely tired. Of course, right away again, like he's like, yeah, I knowing everything how to ride motocross. Pull it over, and the handlebar came into my helmet, straight into my nose, so I was bleeding all the time. But it was still fun. And then we took the motocross bikes back to his place, and he had a R6 on the garage. And I'm like, can I ride it? He's like, it's my friend, so if like if he tells you you can, like you can ride. And then I basically called the guy and like, I want to ride your R6 without license, without anything, and I took it for a whole day, and after that I was hooked.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's fucking pretty awesome, dude. That's like pilots in skydiving. There's a lot of tricks and things you can pull on the outside of the plane, but most of them are illegal. But if you find a cool pilot, they'll just let you do it. Like that.
Like, what kind of skydiving trick is illegal?
Like throwing things out of a plane and
go and catch them. Oh.
Yeah. Wing riding or tail riding, where you climb out on top of the plane to ride the tail, or hang onto the wing and then let go that way. That, you can use your imagination and things. Anything besides jumping out alone is.
Okay.
Like skyball is a big awesome thing. Like you take a wiffle ball and you dip it in cement for like 2 days until the whole inside is filled with cement, real heavy wiffle ball, and then you bolt it. You drill a hole in it and bolt it to a Pizza Hut cup, those red plastic cups, and it'll fall at terminal velocity, so you can kind of tap it around to each other. Totally illegal.
Okay, my next question: why did you start motovlogging? Go Llama.
Well, I was doing a lot of research whenever I was first shopping for a bike, and I came across Accidental Broadcast. And I just loved that guy, and been talking about all kinds of stuff, and I was like, hey, this is kind of interesting. And then I found more and more, and I was like, man, these guys are really having fun with this. This looks like something that would be fun to do. And I bought my bike, rode around for a bit, and then finally, like one day, bit the bullet and was like, I'll buy a GoPro. We're going to do this. And then been doing it ever since.
That's cool. Battleborn?
I've always liked motovlogging. Even before I started riding a motorcycle or had any interest in it, I used to watch Lori Jennifer and her videos and YouTube, and I've always thought that was a really good, a cool idea. And so I was like, that's a really awesome idea. And I don't know, I guess when I started getting more interested in motorcycles, I was just like, I should just do this. And not only just a motovlog, but, just for safety reasons too. And yeah, I wanted to see, like, look back on it. It's like, oh, that was a cool day. That was cool. I'll do it again, but I'll do it better or something. Or see something fucked up or something you will never see that you caught on camera. I don't know, multiple reasons.
Okay. Backroad?
Yeah, basically, I have buddies that are like vloggers, and some of them are big vloggers, like regular vloggers, where they call them, I don't know.
Those daily vloggers?
Yeah, daily vloggers. I was gonna call them Vans and Nike vloggers because they walk around in their shoes all day.
Yeah.
But I was really impressed with some of the stuff they're doing. And I realized what they're really doing is logging down their life, right? And like you said, so I was like, man, I'll just log down anything and everything I can. It just came to be. It just so happened because of some friends like Rick Norton, More Bad Ideas. I was like, well, let's film it. Like they're doing, fuck it, let's just do it. It just so happened that I was on a bike most of the time, so now I'm kind of like addicted to doing it on a bike, and I feel weird about doing it on foot.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So for me, I've been always, carrying cameras with me and like just filming and like sometimes in my rides. But I found motovlogging when I broke my collarbone in August this year, and like I was basically first 2 weeks in bed, and YouTube was my friend, and I'm like, whoa, basically I'm doing the same thing, but I'm not just talking with myself. So why not start doing that? It's fun, like because I have my camera with me all the time either way, and just like I have a lot of things to show, and that's where it started for me.
Nice.
So what I did now for the next question is I stole Goatfather's question from Dob's channel that he posted up. So the question is, do motovloggers have the capacity to accept the responsibility of the fact that they may potentially be a role model or inspiration to someone?
Oh yeah.
That seems like a
Agree.
directed question.
So go for it, Lama.
I agree. Because yeah, you're gonna have your younger guys and girls looking at your channel, kind of looking up to you, like, "Hey, that's awesome. I want to do that. I want to be like that guy or girl." So yeah, you're gonna be a role model regardless. As long as you're putting content out, you're gonna be a role model because somebody's gonna see you and want to be like you.
For someone,
Someone somewhere wants to be just like you.
But like, do motovloggers accept the responsibility?
I think they should.
Some do. Well,
Some do, but should they or do they? That's the real question there. Because I know some do.
Mhm.
I can't honestly say that I do because I do a lot of stupid shit, but not nearly as bad as some shit. So sorry about the profanity. I just realized I was saying that. But yeah, I do stuff. I do pretty dumb things a lot, like stunning in the road in traffic, and probably should be a better role model. But yeah, I feel guilty now. Next person.
Valborn?
I guess they should accept. They should just accept responsibility as a motovlogger. Like I said, you don't know who's watching your videos. They don't have to comment, like, or anything. They just can just watch it. You don't know if they are, and they probably learn from your example, and probably start their own channel or copy your behavior, and just want to be just like you. I mean, I don't know who does or wants to be. You may never know. They should accept the responsibilities, but then again, the people should have the mind of their own too. I don't know. It's just be careful. Yeah, it is. So it's I don't know. It's just they should accept responsibility, but who says they should or should not? I mean, that's to the person who's doing it.
Yep.
Backroad?
Yeah, it doesn't really come down to. I mean, I agree that kids and even freaking adults. Some adults I know are very, very easily impressioned. So they have, they're impressionable big time. But at the same time, I mean, there's movies out there that make a bigger impression on kids and people than ever, and they're fucking super violent, and they watch the shit out of them, like a lot of grindhouse movies, excuse me, cult movies, like trauma films and stuff. And there's sex out there fucking everywhere. There's cussing out there. Excuse me, sorry for my language. There's cussing out there everywhere, and it's not up to the YouTuber to make sure that certain content is going into children's head. It's each and every individual children's parent that's responsible for that, and not ours. We're entertainers, not nannies and daycare owners.
But should we put like disclaimers on the somewhere, like
I do. I just put simply parental guidance. Like instead of like putting shit
Yeah.
excuse my language again. Dang it! As soon as you put, as soon as they read, the most important words, keywords in your video are the first 16 words, 16 characters in your description, or 32. It might be 32. I can't remember. But I just put parental guidance suggested as the very first characters, and then I said screw it. I mean, I'm not going to worry about it anymore, and I'm going to leave all my content not adult. I used to, like, on another channel, Booze and Bozo was a terrible channel, really adult, and no nudity or anything, but really bad. So I made all my videos adult only, 18 up. but I realized that it absolutely kills your views, because 85% of YouTube's clientele are in between the ages of 18 and 22. I mean, sorry, 15 and 22. So that's stupid. So I opened it back up. I just said parental guidance suggested and started saying what I want, and I live by that. It's not up to us to censor
Yeah,
what
the
kids say.
parents should really take responsibility into what their children are watching.
Mm-hmm. You think I let my
That's
kids
what
watch
I
my
think.
videos? I have 5 kids, man. You think any one of them's ever seen a video of mine? Nope. I make sure of it. I control the router. Damn it.
You're blocking everybody.
Yep. The rest of the world can do what they want to, but that should be just like another parent should do that too. BackroadMoto's too rough. He's way too colorful. So block that address, that web address on the router. What's so hard about that?
Yeah, but that's what I think. Like I'm pretty sure like a lot of parents don't even know what their kids are doing. So.
Well, that's not our fault, to be
Right.
honest.
That's their fucking excuse. Dang it.
No, it doesn't
I have
matter.
the same problem.
Just go for it. It doesn't matter. Like don't worry.
At this point, right? No.
It was just a joke. So.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Well,
I was like, I just said to himself.
I thought I was trying to respect you. Damn.
No, it's fine. But yeah, like do motovloggers have the capacity? I don't think that most of them do. Like because
Yeah.
a
Like,
lot
think
of
about it. You mean, does it dawn on them like it dawned on us? Obviously.
yeah, because like a lot of like motovloggers, or like most of them are based still by click ratio, and that's what they are aiming for. So the crazier the video is, the more likes it gets, like the better it usually, like then the better for them it is. If it, like what happens after that, nobody probably thinks about it. So when you like chase away from cops or something like that, so like that's not good, I think.
No, I do a lot of dumb things, but I'm not running from the cops anytime soon.
No, yeah, like if you
And if I do, I'm definitely not putting it on my channel.
I'm like, that's what I'm just saying, like because wheelies, every biker does that. Speeding, every biker does that. But like running away from the like responsibilities, or like if you did something wrong, just stop. Like you did something wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
that's
That's my whole mentality. I've been pulled over a few times doing wheelies, and every time got away with a warning.
Yeah.
Not going to win.
I think doing illegal shit on accident is awesome. I mean, because you get it on film. It was an accident. You admit it's wrong. You didn't get caught. You can upload that shit. But doing it on purpose and then uploading it, in false pretense is. I mean, that's pretty much illegal in itself. I mean, like they used to say in the circus, as far as guys that would never reveal their identity to the audience and go sign autographs, anonymity plus audience equals asshole. And you have to stay anonymous to do those evil things. And I keep putting that old showbiz rule to that. It's like, man, what an asshole. What an asshole.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this is true.
So now finally we are on the questions from the panel. So Sticky Throttle asked, what summer motorcycle gloves would you recommend?
Alpine Stars SMH 3s. I love mine.
Balborn?
They're
Well, I don't have an opinion. I say whatever gloves works for me. That's just me. I'm not really materialistic in that way. I mean, anything that kind of protects your hands and is good quality, buy it.
them Alpine Stars are very good quality. I can't count how many times I've been down in them and yet to rip a hole in them.
Yeah, it's like I have nothing against any kind of particular gear or anything. As long as it's affordable and it fits you and you like it and it protects and has good reviews on it, buy it.
Okay. Backroad?
Check this out. when I first started riding, I ordered this Icon Pursuit, and they have a hard knuckle in them, but they're all fucking, or dang it, they're all leather, complete calf hide or goat skin, something like that. And I sweat like crazy. And then I ordered a real cheap pair. Here, I'll show you these. I'm going to show you these so people that are watching can reference it. Look out for this metal dog tag on the gloves, because you're like, it's really enticing on eBay and Amazon. You'd be like, ooh, look at that.
Shiny.
And they're $7.
Oh, I have this. I have the same gloves.
They're crap. They're total crap. They got a little piece of plastic on here to make it look like they have hand armor, but it's just really. Watch this.
Yep.
On that armor. But then I just ordered a pair of these for my wife and I, 2 pairs, the Icon 29er.
Mm-hmm.
And the ventilation is amazing, and they got all leather palms. And they're only $30, yeah, right now.
Yeah, I had the same pair. Those are good.
Yeah, my Alpine Stars are
like
like
those.
39, and I love them. I'm not a huge fan of the hard knuckle gloves. I don't like them. I don't know. Like, out of all the crashing that I do, I've never needed knuckle protection.
Yeah, those that the Backroad showed, like those cheap gloves. I have used those too. Those are basically going away in about a month. So like you can't use them more like that, and I'm pretty sure they don't protect you at all. They probably make it more worse. But
I'm pretty sure that little metal strip on the back is going to do more harm than good.
yeah, it's stupid, like that's why they cost $7 or like in $3 in China. So, but what gloves for summer? Any glove that fits you, that like works with your hand, that it's good to like use all the handlebars and everything, and gives you proper protection. Like don't use MX gloves on the street, or like or without any like knuckles on the street bikes, but MX gloves are still like on the motocross side, and that's how I see it.
Yeah, but MX gloves are still better than nothing.
Not when you fall down, like if you put the hand down, like they're completely gone on a concrete or asphalt. So
yeah, from the research I've done, that mostly, I mean, any glove is better than nothing, right? Except for some gloves that have like super grippy palms. That's like a recipe for disaster. Like they'll say, "Ooh, it's really grippy, so I can hold on to my throttle real good." But then they'll say, "Dude, I had these gloves on. It took my elbow off as soon as I tried to touch the ground. My fucking hand shot over my head, took my elbow off the fucking."
Ooh.
Or
but the first rule of ratchet is don't put your arms out.
Yeah, we don't get
that's
that.
How you end up with a broken arm.
We're pretty ignorant in Tennessee when it comes to biking, because there's not a lot of rules. We don't even need an inspection. Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't need. Yeah, we didn't need helmets in Florida.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wear a helmet regardless if it's required or not.
Yeah, but like, let's say like 60% of the motorcycle riders back there, they don't wear helmets.
Yeah,
it's like that. A lot of people don't. The only reason Shade Tree started wearing a helmet because he saw Jessica go down. I think that's what he said. It might be another occurrence. Okay. Oh no! He said motovlogging is the only reason he wears a helmet now, because he had to have something to put a camera on.
you can
wear the regular strap.
You can buy the GoPro strap and put it on the head, like so.
Yeah,
right. Might get a little bit of wind noise.
Right. But that's the only reason, man. Like when he started, he was wearing like t-shirts and cowboy boots, and now he's finally wearing thicker boots and even a helmet. But he still squids. He doesn't give a shit because he says it's his life, and I fucking respect that. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like. Somebody made that point the other day. I was listening to a hangout. They were talking about like thoughts on squidding, and they made the point like if you're okay with the massive amount of recovery time it might take, then more power to you. Because
Yeah,
I
or
can't force you to wear gear.
You know, or you can end it all too. You
Do
know,
what? Yeah,
and I think
that's
about
all
that all the
on
time.
you. Man.
I have kids, right? Like I'll squid every once in a while, but only around the neighborhood. Like if I have to leave the neighborhood for something, dude, I gear up. And even around the neighborhood, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, because you know you're in the neighborhood, you feel safe, you start doing stupid shit, like standing up on your
Yep.
bike in grass,
That's usually where all the stuff happens.
right? And I get to thinking about that, and then I straighten up, start, you know, just riding for fun, not try to be stupid. And I'm not gonna lie to you, a beer or two might be, you know, a culprit every once in a while. I had like 2 beers in me when I was doing this goddamn, dang it, the stand up. Like I stood up in the seat on the Rebel in the grass going downhill, thinking, what the hell am I doing here? But it'll be fun. It would even like in that kind of situation, you know, you're like, if I go down, it'll be pretty funny because you're on grass. Come on.
Yeah, it'll make a good video. A little bit of liquid courage.
So what's your name? So what's your name, Icy?
What? Whose name?
That's my phone. I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's fine.
Watching porn, are we?
Yeah, he's too bored already. So, Nicole L had a question. Is there 2 pieces of wearable gear that you could improve or change? What are they, and how would you improve them?
That's a hard question.
Who wants to start?
Not me.
I'll start.
Okay,
I'll
Backroad.
start. I went kind of cheat when I first started, but I was also a nervous kind of guy. I'm always nervous about anything that's a dangerous sport before, you know, the first year I get into it. You know, you learn that first year. But I bought the cheap motocross armor, the mesh jacket that you can put under anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a regular $100 leather jacket you can get anywhere, and I wore the two together. But you know, it's been a year since I've learned shit, and you know, when you buy $40 worth of gear, you're pretty much telling yourself that your torso is worth $40.
Pretty much.
And then you know, you discover other brands and other items that are safer and easier, and blah blah blah. So if I were to replace any piece of my gear that I have at all, it would be definitely my jacket, because I got one of those 1-layer leather jackets. I just don't want my skin. You know, it's just one of those things better than nothing kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because I still can't get a good jacket.
You mentioned $40 armor. Is it that TMS brand?
Yeah. TMS. Yep.
I stand by that armor every day of the week. I was wearing that whenever I got hit by the Camaro and only came out with 3 broken ribs.
Oh yeah, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Well, see, I always just think of it like I've never went down. That's the thing. Always remember, I never went down, so I'm not really a good judge on what's good. And what's not.
I'll stand by that TMS armor for $40. It did its job very well. I could see where it was all scraped up from me sliding down the pavement, but 3 broken ribs, I came out awesome.
Wow.
Also, what makes me say that is because the TMS armor, I can squeeze like those gloves. I can bend it if I try to. And when my wife's Icon jacket came in, it's got, you know, built-in shoulders, elbows, and back, and I can't bend it with all my might. Damn, it's awesome.
Okay.
But it works. It does its job. So don't have a little faith in it.
I mean, it's you know, anything's better than nothing kind of thing.
This is true. But
I always said that.
That armor, don't worry, I tested the armor for you. It works.
Okay, good. Cool.
But the question was more like, what were the items, you know, like that are right now on the market, but you would improve them?
Oh.
Knee braces. I haven't seen any that had any like good like slide protection. I've seen, unless I'm looking in the wrong spot, I would add like a little bit of Kevlar to the knee braces.
So you mean more like more like a supermotors, you know, like when you use just regular knee pads or something?
No, I'm talking about like a knee brace, like because I have shitty knees. Sometimes I wear a knee brace.
Ah, okay.
Like I would
Helmets,
add, like
of course. I mean, everybody's been talking, oh, smart helmet, smart helmet, smart helmet. The technology's all out there. They're fucking around too much.
I'm not particularly a fan of the smart helmets. I think it's too much of a distraction to begin with, in my opinion.
You're always listening
I
to
would.
your Christina anyway.
This is true, but I mean, like, I don't have information flashing in front of me.
Right, but what if you could? Would you turn it on?
Yeah.
Oh, I would
I
probably
would.
turn it on, but I would. I don't know.
I don't like
Because
the
like sometimes I don't want it there. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna look down if I want the information. I don't want it there all the time.
I don't like those fucking eyepieces. Yeah, that you have to look down and see it. You shouldn't have to look down. That's why. What is it? Live Map is my favorite one right now because they're using fighter pilot technology where it shines down on the shield, where you see it perfectly and it's transparent, so you can see through it. You could look through it if you needed to, but like, and it's true augmented reality. Like you could say, where's the nearest bar, and it'll lead you to it. And when you look at the bar, it'll outline the building like Terminator style, tell you the menu and their hours and all that shit.
Okay, that's freaking cool.
That's crazy.
Because I was talking about the little ones that are like the little screen at the bottom of the helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, fuck that shit. It'll go in your eye if you wreck too.
Yeah, that I don't want that.
No. Look, go to dude.
I'm okay with the true heads-up display.
When you get a chance, go to my website and go to news, and it tells all about Live Map. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I seen the thumbnail for that. I think on Patreon or something. I don't know.
Good shit.
I remember seeing the thumbnail you had made for that, or posted somewhere. It was something you posted. I know that.
Yeah, it also discounts the clip-ons that they're trying to work on too, like just the modules that you can put on any helmet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
It just totally wipes all that shit out. They're due to release 12 or 16 models this year, like as launch models, but they've been working for 5 years on it, way before Scully. A lot of people don't realize. And Scully comes in with this quick solution that'll kill people.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing is, so about Live Map, they've excluded everything that Scully can do that's dangerous, like looking at your rear view mirror in your helmet behind you while you're going around a turn or anything like that. You can't look at maps unless you're at 0 miles per hour. All you can do is listen and look at it makes it way safer.
Yeah, the less confusion, the better it is.
Yeah, because going around a curve, you don't need to be looking behind you.
Yeah, and Scully, you can do that if you want to. And that's stupid to me. You shouldn't give dummies the capability to be dumb.
Yeah,
you pretty much have to. Yep.
Yeah, when you go to the corner, you're never looking back. It doesn't matter if you're looking in, from inside the helmet or you're turning your head. It's.
Well, in our field, it can happen because you try to film these great flybys and stuff like that, and you catch yourself looking at people's cameras. I'm sure, paying attention to different things. And if you had a Scully helmet on, if I did that, I would definitely look at the rear view on the way around. Mm-hmm. And it's not just about corners; it's just about traveling at speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because imagine that crazy target fixation if it's behind you. No telling where you're going at that point.
Right. I mean, if somebody was up on my tire and I had a rear view of them, I would be looking at it the whole time, getting pissed off and shit like that. I wouldn't see shit in front of me. And Livewire's taken that into consideration and disabled all that stuff. If it's safe for you to do it, the computer it lets you do it. If it's not safe for you to do it, it's not even active. Doesn't even give you a chance.
So what you would change, Llama? What kind of gear?
The knee braces, and I'm with Backroad on that one with the helmet, the smart helmets.
Okay. Battleborn?
They really need it, I think. Well, actually, I don't really know. I think more of the lower half of the body, like the pants part, the knee parts. I think more protection on there. I mean,
how's
they're pretty spot on with the helmets. I mean, they keep trying to improve it, and yeah, they're making it smart now. You go with the gloves and then the jacket, but I don't know. I think they kind of forget the lower part, in my opinion.
But like your like girl's point of view, like how's the gear last year's for like girl rider side, like is there enough to choose from or on how they're fitting or like how is that?
Oh, well, now you're asking the wrong person there when it comes to that. I was like, I only just bought myself a winter jacket, and that was fun. I don't
Okay.
know. Oh shit. I just think they need a little bit more variety, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I'm being a girl there, maybe a little bit more flashy, more girly, I suppose, but still protective. I think it's a lack of. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, I could wear the same protection if I were like to buy a more of a male side. I don't know. It just didn't really buy much gear last year, so I can't really have an opinion on that. All I know is that their size they need to better their size more because a large is not a large. It feels like a damn 2X large.
Right, there you go. You got an opinion
So,
on comfortable.
yeah, something like that. So I noticed when I tried my
Comfortability.
winter jacket, it was like that. I was like, okay, this is not a small. This is like like it's off a little bit that I've noticed. That's about it. Or if it seems like a little smaller than it is, like, oh, this is a medium, but it turned out to be like extra small. I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe for an Asian, but not for like an American like me. I don't think so. Something like that. The size to get off a little bit, but
When I first started riding, I was afraid of leather thickness, so I was like, we got to get the thickest leather there is out there, which is horse. And I couldn't find hide, so I just got bull hide, and I was like, dude, this shit's for boot. Don't wear. I mean, come on. I was like, yeah,
I'll be
I need the
right
thickest shit in the world, and I didn't think about comfort, man. It's like wearing a saddle on your back.
Yeah, it's huge different, a huge difference when you have like like I have gone through like 4 racing suits and finally I bought myself kangaroo leather
Ooh,
and
that's
damn
good though.
it's like around 15 like maybe like 15 pounds lighter
Really?
but it's been holding on right now already 8 years for me.
Wow.
So and it still looks awesome. So it's like of course I paid like crazy money for it, but all the weight and everything and how it fits and oh my god, it's like completely different level. But coming back to the like what kind of wearable gear, because I'm in summertime using also a lot of like the motocross like a vest style with a back protector and everything and just throwing like a motocross jersey or some other like jacket or hoodie over it. But I think like there needs to be something that like is easier on the like it's more comfortable on you because the material they use on the mesh and everything, it's fine for motocross for like if you're racing like maybe 10 minutes or so and then you take it off, but the whole day inside that and all the plastic and everything, I think it's like needs to be more comfortable
Are we
for
talking
me
about
at
roost
least.
deflectors?
The what?
The roost deflectors.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, the plastic motocross armor.
Yeah, like the one that Backroad told also, like that,
Yes.
like has everything inside.
That
That's what I'm using in
that doesn't really.
summertime for.
It doesn't bother me in the summer. Like I'll put a
Yeah, but
jersey on over it, and it's not really that hot. And
no, no,
as
no,
long as you keep moving, but
no,
like
no, no,
sitting in
no,
traffic,
no,
it's
no, no,
probably
no, no.
awful.
Weather-wise, it's awesome, but what I, like what I'm not like taking is like there's like all those, like plastic elements going inside your body, like and they're touching certain points. So they need to be more comfortable just a little bit. I've used like 4 different ones and they're all the same, like it's just still something is poking inside you or some, like it's just me. It needs to be more comfortable, or it needs to start. They need to start using the like compressed shirt underneath there. So that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll wear a compression shirt under mine.
Yeah, I do too, but like it still doesn't take all of it away.
No,
Do you
not
have a
nearly.
sewing machine?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 of them.
You should fuck around with it.
Make a better version.
Seriously.
Put it on the
My,
market.
my sewing machine doesn't sew plastic, so I'm bad with that.
Oh, no. Use the material that the mesh, the armor, and fuck with the material. And sew some pleats, look up pleats and darts, and try to mess with it until it's really comfortable, man.
Mm.
And make sure you use big stitches so you can take them out if you screw up.
Yeah, probably I should, but let's see what this spring and summer has in front of me. So next question from Matthew Willems. Those with your kids, do you feel any guilt for doing something that's inherently more dangerous than just driving a car? So I think only with kids is back road, so go for it.
Yeah, that's where, no, not really. It's the same thing as driving a car. A truck could fucking kill you. Or riding in a plane, you'll crash. Hey, let's go on vacation and do a zip line and break my damn neck. You just got to be careful at whatever you do. So the more if you have kids, you just have to be more careful. That's it.
So you're not doing the same stuff that you did like when you were younger.
Exactly. As soon as my first kid was born, that pretty much gave up the possibility of me trying to be a stunt rider.
Mm.
Yeah.
But was
I
there
actually
any...
think motorcycles are safer than cars, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I can out-accelerate a car. I can get myself out of a Dodge. I'm a small frame. I can fit in between cars.
It's the same
There's
thing.
always
with
you just
BMX
gotta.
bike.
Yeah, you just gotta leave yourself an out. Always be prepared for it.
That's how I look at it, man. I don't have to really worry about it around here in the mountains, but it's the same thing as when you were a kid on the bike. Shit hit the fan, take off into the field. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You're way safer.
Okay.
Yeah. Take the ditch. Always take the ditch.
If you got hit on the motorcycle, and if you were in a car instead that day, chances are you would have still gotten hit by the same guy, just in a car.
Yeah.
But Backroad, where on your life when you got the kid, were you ever on a situation that oh, I'm gonna stop motorcycling at all? Like a lot of people do that, like at least you hear oh, I have a kid coming, I need to sell my motorcycle, I can't ride anymore.
No, not at all. When I had kids, I had to stop other stuff like rock climbing and doing other dangerous things. Then I had kids and I raised those kids, and now my youngest one is just old enough to where I can do things like that, and then I got into motorcycles.
Okay. Question for Otters, Llama, and Battleborn. What do you think? When you ever have kids, would you stop riding or still continue?
I'd still continue, but I'd have a little 50cc mini supermoto in the fleet. That's about it.
50cc. Where are you gonna get with that?
I'll build it.
You can store it on top of the cabinet.
Yeah, I'll put it on the cabinet.
On top of
Add
the
it to the
kitchen
fleet.
cabinet next to the crock pot.
Yep.
I would still ride,
Okay.
if you want my
Yeah,
opinion. I'm going to
it's-
continue riding.
See, I think it gives you a way to connect with your children as well, because it's a really cool thing. I mean, when you're on a bike, you don't really realize how really cool it is, how other people that are afraid to do so, or they think you're crazy because of network television shows and all this other stuff, and they're afraid to do it, and they look at you in a certain way, like, oh, that's a rare breed, and we really are a rare breed. There's only a very small percentage of motorists are on motorcycles throughout the world, even though India is like 100% on fucking scooters and shit. So kids will look at that the same way. They already look at you as a role model. They look up to you. You're their dad, or their uncle, or their cousin, or whatever, And then you're doing that. They're gonna want to do it. It's just something they see. Like there's other dangerous things and weird things that people do too, like luging, or skeleton racing, or skydiving.
Luging seems like it's a very, very niche market there.
Yeah, you're right. I was talking about the Switzerland kids. You can't leave them out.
But yeah, because I know eventually I'm gonna have a son, and he's gonna want to hop on a motorcycle, and I'd rather be the one to teach him. and go ride with him. Then
Yeah, man. And it gives you an
Joe
opportunity to
Schmo
buy a
up the
little
road.
bike, right? And then
Yeah.
your wife's not going to get mad about you buying little bikes and stuff. It's awesome.
Llama, how do you
Yeah.
know? How do you know you're gonna get a son? You know, like what you're shooting out or what?
I might be
Everybody
shooting
plans on
blank.
having kids. Everybody hopes to have a kid. I would
I
hope.
do.
No, yeah, but you know, like he's like, I'm gonna have a son, you know, like so. I'm like, oh, he's sure of that, so.
It's gonna happen eventually.
No, I know that, you know, like so. You're gonna continue practicing as long as you get a son.
Basically.
Okay, cool. So Nicole had a question. How many of you have puked in your helmet while riding?
I have
Llama.
not.
I made the comment in the side chat that it was a M13 question there.
No. Well, that's how I learned that I spit when I talk when I started riding motorcycle. I didn't know I spit when I talk until I started riding.
Face shields start getting covered.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that? Water droplets on the inside? Must be hot. Oh, shit, I think I spit when I talk.
Yeah, you know, like, or when you go riding and you forgot, you know, like, threw away the chewing gum. It's like can't use your mouth, you know, like, but chewing gum is still there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I haven't puked in the helmet. But once when I was riding and I lifted up my visor, I got a bee inside my helmet or a wasp or whatever. I don't know, you know, like it was
I
just.
saw that.
It's not in the video. It was back home, you know, like so.
Oh, I thought it was you. I saw somebody get a bee stuck in their helmet on film.
But I think I haven't ever stopped so fast and took off my helmet when it was that moment. I was so fast, at least in my opinion.
My worst fear is having a spider in the helmet with me.
I had that before.
I'm scared shitless of spiders.
It was like this little tiny little spider like inside my visor, and then all of a sudden I was like, I just see there's something crawling there, and I was just like, and I look, I'm like, oh, it's a spider, and just pick up the visor and I just like swept it off, and it wouldn't come off because it gets like the web, and I was like, get off of me. It's like at an intersection, and I finally got it off.
I have wolf
I've probably
spiders.
face dove off of the bike just to make sure I killed it.
Dude, I got an infestation, not in the house, but right outside of the house, like near the fence, of wolf spiders. I can't get rid of
Oh god.
because they're like, I don't know what they do, man, but they'll end up real quick with a lot of babies on their back, and then all those babies like leave like within a couple of days and start making their own little mini webs. They're hard to get rid of, big time. So I'm infested with.
Have you guys seen the video where guy has the snake on the bike randomly?
No.
Like when
No, I
he
haven't seen
rides,
that
he rides pretty fast, and then suddenly like there's a snake in front of him. I would be scared as hell.
Snakes don't bother me that much.
Oh, I hate them.
Fuck
I can't
snakes.
stand them.
Snakes don't bother me. It's spiders.
I don't have anything against spiders. So you're like a girl, Llama.
Dude, I've only seen
Got it.
2 snakes since I've lived in Tennessee, and I didn't kill one of them. Fuck
Oh.
snakes.
Okay.
I rode past a rattlesnake. I think twice on my bike. Just like I just noticed it was there. Like I know it was in front of me, but I didn't hit it. It was just like on my right side. I didn't get it on video though, because it was like I saw it all of a sudden. I was like, oh, that was rattlesnake right there.
What's cool about that is that like, if you're wearing moto boots, man, you're pretty much safe.
Oh yeah, my boots are pretty much if they bit me, good luck. I mean, it's really fucking thick,
There ain't
waterproof and everything. So
my buddy, they were going dirt trails up on top of a place called Mount LeComte. It's pretty high up there, and they're not really supposed to be riding up there. And they stopped in the middle of the summer, and they started hearing that rattle. And they looked at it, and they said this snake was, I guess, like 4 inches wide at the center.
Whew.
At the end of the season.
What did it
And
eat?
I was starting to tell people about it, and through the months, they said he came across a pregnant female timber rattler, and was lucky he didn't die. Because usually when they're fixing to have kids or whatever, they're fucking assholes. Fuck snakes, man. You guys, I don't know. I don't know if I told you guys this story, man, but I got attacked by a bag of snakes once. Like a
Bag of snakes?
Bag
Yeah.
of snakes?
Yeah, my dad dumped out a bunch of snake. Well, he ordered a bunch of bags of snakes for a snake show. They all died apparently because it was cold, and he was throwing them at all us kids for a joke, scaring us. And the sun was out, and they all came kind of back to life. Started striking at our feet.
Woo!
Lots of snakes, man. It was ridiculous, like Indiana Jones shit.
So they were basically like hibernating from the cold, and then like they warmed up again.
Yeah, as soon as you threw them out of the trailer, they all woke up. So there's he's probably responsible for any dogs that have been eaten by pythons in the Midwest. Totally responsible for that.
Is that a problem?
No, you hear the stories of surprise python sneaks into grandma's house in Kansas and eats the puppy.
Yeah.
You get all the time.
I've never heard that, but I'm Googling it now.
Yeah, like the python eat the alligator in Florida and then exploded.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing too. Like Florida's like the hub, because that happens in Florida all the time. They throw pets out. There's a big exotic animal trade out there, and one of the things that stuck and became native are pythons, man. Reticulated pythons and ball pythons. They can live in that environment, but they're not even native. But now they are, because people throw their fucking pets out all the time. Hell, they're.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, Backroad.
Oh, we're in the Smoky Mountain National Park, and we do get a little snow and ice. And there was, at one point last year, a tourist saw an alligator in the river. This motherfucker had thrown his pet caiman away in the summer and thought, oh, it'll live the summer out and then it'll die in the winter and everything's good. Maybe it'll survive, maybe it won't. So for a short period of time, we had caiman in the river.
Wow.
Well, if you ever Google search the news stories for Python kills puppy, there's a lot of them.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's. I mean, sadly, I don't even want to say it, but I will because it's reality. Python eats baby or kills baby is very common, and there's even a few Python eats man.
Yeah, that was one of the top searches for Python eats.
They're not screwing around, boys.
No.
Yeah, there was
Pythons are bad animals.
There was some kind of news when when the python tried to eat the homeless person or something like that.
I think that was the one in Borneo or somewhere. He was passed out, and it just happened to be about 3 weeks since this python's eaten, and it came upon him, and he was drunk and passed out, and fucking ate him, swallowed him whole.
Yeah.
Dude didn't even wake up.
Yeah, the snakes are crazy. I don't like them. It's just something that I don't like at all. So guys, I think we're gonna close it for today. Backroad, where people can find you.
The corner bar.
Which corner?
The corner of YouTube and BackroadMoto. That's
cool.
Oh, that's the corner I work on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Cool. Battleborn.
Is she muted?
I think Battleborn is left us.
Yeah, she's muted.
Okay. So, and Informal, where people can find you?
InformalLllama.com.
Oh, yeah, you have the address now.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention BackroadMoto.com. Okay, I'm done.
There you go. But my .com just brings it straight to my channel.
Okay, guys, thanks for the first episode. Let's see next week again, and hopefully we will have more questions for next week.
Thanks for the invite. I'm going to go make some cornbread.
Anytime. Oh, and by the way, see you in a moment in Llama's channel.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Yeah, I posted the link in the side chat. Everybody jump in.
Oh, I didn't see that. Thank you.
He will right now.
All right, peace.
Bye.